And we are live. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yo.
We're live. Hello.
How are you guys?
All right.
Surviving.
Feeling. No matter how hard I try, I survive. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, that went dark fast. How are we doing today, everybody?
Good.
Good.
Oh,
Excited to be here. Excited
Me
for
too.
our giveaway today.
that too. I'll let you take that.
All right.
That one.
So I will go over some rules here. We are doing a giveaway of some dice, which Zoro should post in the chat at some point here. But as we wait on that, we will go over the rules. So just some few rules that we've learned over the years. One, first, is that you cannot enter on someone else's behalf. You just have to be for you, be selfish, get the click-clack math rocks. They're beautiful. They're all beautiful. You have to be present to win when the drawing happens. We don't have a set schedule on when we're going to draw, so it's usually either after break or at the end of the stream. So tune in, watch us, hang out, and possibly run some dice. And then if you win, you do have to tell us what you have won, just to make sure you're paying attention, you know what's going on. And there's no bots entering.
On the making sure you hear, we had to redraw yesterday, so...
We did. Someone won. Unfortunately, couldn't stay up because we drew at the end of the stream and lost down some dice. It was very sad. In order to win, you must be a member of our Discord. The link is now down in the chat. This is so we can contact you when we get ready to start shipping and get your address and other things. On that note, we do need you comfortable giving us your address and things we can use to mail it to you. And on the note of mailing, these are being mailed out from Canada, which is currently on a postal strike. So between the holidays and that, we don't expect them to be mailed out until January, February, somewhere in that time frame. And the last rule is that you cannot win more than once within a week. Week started yesterday, and you cannot win more than twice total this month. But other than that, we're going to have ourselves a raffle. There's the image. I want to see what these ones look like. I'm going to take a peek. Ooh, oh my goodness, those are gorgeous. Oh my. I want. They're so pretty. They're so pretty.
Didn't we do these already?
Nope, these are a little bit different. They're just slightly different.
Okay.
But the raffle is now open. Type !December into the chat to enter. You can see people have already started entering, so follow their lead. And with that, I will turn it back over to our illustrious DM.
There you go. Sorry, multitasking, typing, and talking at the same time. Not my strong suit. Okie dokie. 1 2 1 2 voice. Okay, we're alive. So, where do I start?
We're fighting 3 giant bugs in a derelict spaceship.
Yeah, I meant before the. Yeah, I kind of meant before the actual game. But sure, well, let's go right into the game. We'll do the announcements after. That's fine. Yes, so these are not so much bugs as much as they are giant Sith monsters. But yes, for those of you who were with us the last time, our heroes were on the in the sands of Tatooine, actually, in this particular situation, and they had gone through one of the deserts, and in the hopes of finding sand people, because they needed to find something in the desert, and unfortunately, their encounter with the sand people did not go as well as it could or should have had gone. Let's just say it that way. A fight ensued, which thankfully our heroes won, but in the process of making all that noise, they attracted a juvenile crate dragon, and that, well, nearly resulted in people dying. Thankfully, they got away, not without losing quite a bit of, taking quite a bit of damage to their environmental suits and whatnot, so the next few days in the deserts were a good challenge. Though through some stroke of luck, as they were traveling within a crevice in one of Tatooine's rocky cliffs, if you want to call it that. They found they found a tunnel which led them to a steel door, and within that steel door, they found this giant metallic hallway, which is where you'll see the map once we get to it in a minute, if it's not there already. And once they advanced upon that, one of the side gates opened and a Tarantatech came out. And as if that wasn't enough, it howled, you heard banging on the other side of the hallway, and a few moments later another one broke through the metal gate on that side, and our valiant heroes find themselves in the highly non-enviable position of being sandwiched between two Tarantatechs. A fight is, of course, currently ensuing.
In chewing.
Look, in chewing my food, I can't speak, but that being said, yes, the fight ensued, and we are currently in the middle of that fight with top of round, I believe it was.
Yep.
As yes, we are in the middle of a big fight between our group and two Tarantatechs.
Sorry, arranging my screen so I can get us over to the map.
When you have it.
There we are. We are there.
Awesome.
I seem to have lost the turn counter for my screen.
Ah,
I got it on my end. Personally, so I'm good.
Yeah, it was there when I first pulled it up. So give me a
you
second.
might have to just refresh Roll20.
Yeah.
It likes to bug out sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't move the window, so.
Yeah, you know, Roll20 just hates when you touch it. You can look at it funny.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Alright, so let's see. What am I? I am currently on Nixie in front of the other thing.
Yeah.
So. Could help me in this?
So are we ready to depart? Has everybody managed to get into the Roll20? Are we good to roll?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
just deciding on what I want to do.
Okay.
That's the next challenge.
Yeah.
Not-
Higher level character. I've got a million options. What do I do?
Not get in
Also being
by the
on the-
gaping maw of teeth.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's like
So you know
the
what?
place that Nibble has avoided for years.
There.
Since I'm in front of this thing with Nixie, cryogenic suspension on the front in front of me, so I don't
Nope.
become food.
Yup.
Wait. Do we have someone who's been swallowed?
Not yet.
No, not yet. No, you're
Don't
thinking
jinx
Fox.
it, God.
Fox got swallowed. That was
you.
a different campaign.
Different camp. Look, it's been a day. I'm also trying to figure out how to get everyone on my one screen for chat. It's not. You guys just have to be very tiny. There we go.
So cryogenic suspension on the thing in front of me.
Yep, its Constitution saving throw here goes for a 21.
Ah!
Also, just not to be that
Doesn't
guy,
help.
but it says we're still in Destiny Forge. I thought I'd let you know now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think I have access to change that.
I think only Az can change.
Oh, I'm
the-
sorry. I figured Zora was gonna change it because she was handling the stuff. So
No.
Zora handles a lot for us a lot of the time. That's fair.
Let us not assume.
She is.
I can fix it on the fly. Just have to look up the number.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, I appreciate you, because yeah, I do not have admin permissions. I cannot do it.
I honestly don't know if I do or don't. I don't know how to change it. I'm not a streamer. I don't do these things.
Right. So, cryogenic suspension has gone off, and unfortunately, this thing has managed to not be bothered by it.
Tactical barrier bonus action on myself.
Smart. Yeah, you do see the frost starting to form on this thing and try to lock its joints into place and slow it down, but it just kind of shakes itself almost like a wet dog and busts the ice off of its body. Mibble, you said tactical barrier?
Tactical
All of that? Tactical shield.
Whatever.
So yeah, you see 4 little, almost like mini little drones kind of thing, just kind of spread out from the it's a Herringarn, right? Herringarn? How do you pronounce Mibble's species properly?
Wabbit.
Wabbit.
Damn it, dude.
Walked into that one.
You like wabbit this thing on top of it, like, you know, I'm hunting wabbits. I'm like, you mother.
You asked.
Bro. Yep.
Cushy
I
band.
believe it's a Herringarn or something. Anyway, you see those 4 little drones kind of split away from it, and this almost like red mesh of an energy shield kind of appear between the wabbit, as you put it so eloquently, and the Terentitech here. Which brings us to Orta. What are you doing, Orta, here?
This one's in front of me. I don't want it to be in front of me anymore.
Okay.
I'm over this.
At this
Acceptable
point,
here.
we're in a situation where 2 of these guys is not fun.
No.
One of these guys wasn't fun either, but you know.
2 is even more not fun.
Yeah. Like 2 is like giga not fun.
Yep.
So basically, we're slashing.
I have a whole character dedicated to how much this is not fun.
Yeah.
You had a whole other character dedicated to how much this is not fun.
Way to rub salt in that wound.
Oh, don't worry. I'll hop on it. Both feet joined. All right. So.
So we're swinging is the main thing right now.
Let's see it.
Oh, right. I'm so used to using Roll20 that I forgot that we're allowed to use physical dice.
Yeah,
You
don't
are
use
allowed
those
to
Roll20
use-
dice. They suck.
The non-bullshit algorithm, real life dice. Correct.
Yeah. Let physics roll for me. Okay, so I have to do my ritual of figuring out which dice is going to be the nicest to me.
There is that.
I can't do that ritual. It always fails.
Oh wait, that's a spin down. That one won't work.
Gilly, if you double click turn order, it actually minimizes the turn order window.
Oh, thank you. I've just been
Alright, so
trying to
first thing
position it
first.
nicely.
Oh yeah, I forgot it makes it like fade away a little.
You're amazing.
Alright, first slash from the crossguard saber. We are using defensive, so it's going to be a -1 to hit and -1 to damage.
Okay.
Let's see. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And I'm using one hand on this slash, so it is not the D10, it is the D8 version. And you know what we're gonna do? We're actually going to spend a force point to add 1 D8 of extra damage to this. Of extra force damage from force empowered strikes. Is it force damage? No. It's the same type as my minute weapon, that's what it was. So whatever lightsaber damage is. 3, 5. 10 damage from my saber. 9
Okay.
damage from my lightsaber.
Okay.
And second strike. Nah, that doesn't hit. Bonus action punch.
Okay.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
6. 6 punch damage,
Okay.
and then free action punch.
Okay.
That doesn't hit.
Very
As I
good.
just start wailing into this thing as much as I possibly can.
Yeah. Cut punch. Cut punch.
Yeah.
We like it.
Nope.
We like it.
No proper bonus actions for me, I don't believe. Yeah, no bonus actions for me, so I will pass the turn.
My lightsabers are missing. I'm not sure what happened between last game and this game, but
Oh, I'll drop your token. Yeah, if that's what you mean. If you're talking about your floating lightsaber token, I'll throw it out for you right away.
yeah, I was like
Give me a minute.
I was doing my, bullshit
Yep.
double lightsaber thing last game.
Floating lightsaber stuff. Yep. Here, I have it right here. Give me a minute. There you go.
Isn't there like a whole class dedicated to floating lightsaber bullshit?
That's literally it.
That's me, Consular. They're basically sorcerers.
No, like there's a subclass within the consulars that does even more floating lightsaber bullshit.
I can't grab it, and I need a second one because I'm using both mine and the remaining Sith one I have. I don't have control of it.
Give me 1 second. I'm in the process of changing that for you. And there we go. All done. All yours. Move it.
Yay.
Okay.
Can you make a copy?
Oh yeah, because you did twin spells.
Ah, yes, you got 2 now.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
It's like
Right.
it only costs me 9 force points to do this bullshit. I'm gonna do it every time.
You say that, but I see it as an absolute win. I don't have to get close. My lightsabers do the dueling for me while I drink my tea over here.
That's how I built this guy.
Right?
It's like
You and Water the Hut will get along famously when you meet him. All right.
So let's see. So they are upcast. So I need to roll 2 of these for their attack. Double check what my power. Yep. Alright, so this round's gonna suck. That is... Alright, so 10's gonna miss, pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure 13's gonna miss.
Unfortunately, yes, both the 10 and the 13 are missing.
Yep,
Bad dice.
that's my go. Alright, you guys get a timeout.
All right.
Yeah.
Mibble, you and Nixie now. Let's see what happens as
Oh, dear.
this thing does not look happy. As you know, Nixie does go at it with her raptor talons here, her raptor appendages. Which, for those of you who wonder what that means, is it's 2 long, almost like praying mantis, scything claws at the end of this giant insectoid alien queen. Yeah, she's going at it with this thing, kind of occupying this thing's like claws and just fighting back and forth with this thing's claw attacks. However, it still does leave you to deal, Mibble, with the head of the beast. As you guys are kind of like stacked on top of one another, doing this whole like 2v1 thing where it's dealing with she's dealing with the hands, but you still have the head that's about eye level with you, and you see these little red eyes just seething with absolute rage and hatred, looking at you as it will try to hit you with its tusks.
Okay.
That is for a. That is a 17 to hit.
18 with my shield.
Nice. So it goes to hit you, but thankfully with that shield you deploy, it hits the shield, and its head kind of bounces back a little bit, and it shakes it, and just lets out another angry roar right in your face. You see a little bit of spittle fizzle against the laser shield in front of you here. Which then rolls us to On Lee.
All right. On Lee. Very, very simple. We are currently in our range, so I don't have to worry about that. Which means I'm also trying to crawl if it hit. I don't think it hit me this last round, did it? I don't recall, so I'm going to assume it didn't because that's the safe route. And we're just going to we're going to attempt to hit it, and we're going to go ahead now that the other one's appeared. We're going to make this reckless.
Okay.
Because, you know, that's always a wise idea. I don't think that first one's going to hit with a total of 13.
Nope, that one will not.
Try again. Be better, dice. How about 22?
That'll hit.
Alright, so that's going to be 15 kinetic damage off of that one. We're just double checking one thing. Check for you. There we go. Nope, that's a reaction, not a bonus action. Alright, so that's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
Yep, we'll end it there.
So...
I don't do any of the extra stuff because I don't think he hit me last turn.
Yeah. So... this thing that you and Orta are fighting right now is still getting kind of pissed because it's got, you know, two lightsabers that are magically floating in its face and trying to cut it. It's got a giant, well, giant. It's got a Togruta barbarian here that just seems hell-bent on just smacking it over and over and over again with an axe. And then this, you know, guy who somehow does not have a maw. It has no jaw and no teeth. A fucking herbivore is cutting away at it with a lightsaber. It's pissed. This thing is very much pissed. It will attempt a grapple on you, On Lee.
Okay. I do believe I get advantage on the... because it's strength-based.
And
yes,
also
if you-
standing next to me, so
'cause
you
I'm
get my
raging.
wisdom bonus.
Yep. If
And
you
that's
so
a plus
choose
3?
it. Anyway.
Oh, is it a saving throw? It is a saving
No.
throw, right?
No, I think it's a strength
Or is
check.
Oh, it's a strength check, so never mind. It's only for saving throws that the my wisdom bonus gets added to. I got
Yep.
confused for a second.
Okay, so you need a strength check from me, right?
Yep. And I need you to beat a 22, hopefully.
It's a possibility. I rolled the same thing on both dice. That's funny.
Okay.
It's my strength or my strength check. Is it an athletics or just a straight strength?
No, you can actually use this. You can actually, well,
I mean, if it's a grapple, then it's contested athletics, right?
yeah, it is.
Is that
It is-
athletics or acrobatics?
Then
Yeah.
sorry,
If you're the one being grappled, you get the choice. If you're the grappler, it's athletics.
Then I made a boo-boo because I rolled straight strength instead of athletics. That's actually a 25 I need you to beat, sorry.
Okay. We just double check all my rules so you make sure I don't get anything off of them. Yeah, that's my. That doesn't do that. That's just for not being able to be surprised. Okay, nope. That's gonna be a 21.
Dang.
So that I'm going to fail.
Okay. It is going to do this thing here where you see its big clawed hand grapple your character with both hands here, almost like it's about to bite your head off. But thankfully, that's not what it does. It picks you up and just flat out throws you at Nibble.
Incoming! Hey, I throw things. I'm not the one being thrown.
Well, today you experienced the new side of life here. That is a 19, Nibble.
1 point over.
Do you have any other like shield or reaction or anything? Because otherwise you're both kind of getting slammed into each other.
Let's see.
I mean, at least
I have
on these
one
most...
reaction. I got a greater energy shield reaction.
You want to use that? She'll hit the shield instead of you.
Yeah, because that gives me a +5. It's triggered.
There you go. Okay. So, considering that's the case, in that case, only Only here will take the damage. Let me just roll that as you're about to impact the rabbit, and the rabbit just kind of turns around, and there's now a barrier of energy in front of you. You know, and you just kind of hit that really, really hard. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, plus 5, plus 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 13, thankfully, kinetic damage.
So half
you hit the
that
barrier.
to 7?
Yep.
Alright.
As yeah, you are now all the way over here.
And prone, I'm assuming.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Hell, I'll even allow acrobatics if it's easier for you.
It's literally the same. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay. No, you impact with this thing, but you've tanked enough of the damage, being pissed off, and that you kind of impact that shield, but then you kind of land almost in the superhero pose and get back up promptly.
Alrighty, I'll take it.
And as for that Taranta tech, Orta,
Yeah?
2 swinging claws attack and a Thusk hit.
Let's see how it turns out.
The first claw is a 16.
Misses because it used defensive 1 on crossguard saber.
The next one you're going to laugh is a 9, so
Oh my god.
The Tusk attack is an 18.
That does it.
Okay. That is a pair of tusks. So it does the good old 1-2 headbutt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I will actually roll that maybe on the roll 20. Oh, no, actually, give me a minute. Oh, when I need more d8s. Where are all my d8s? Ah, there are my d8s. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to grab more d8s. Terrifying when the DM is like, I need more dice.
They're not funny.
You're fine.
Are we though? How many characters
Yes.
have you killed?
1 out of my own dice hating people, and the other out of you
My dice hating me?
bad life choices.
Kamikaze.
They were life choices. I don't know if I'd label them as bad. I got what I wanted in the end.
Right. You did, actually, very much so.
I did.
It cost you a character, but you did make it happen.
I
will give
did.
you that. I will give you that. So Orta, damage-wise, you are going to be taking, let's see here. You are going to be taking from that headbutt a grand total of 20 kinetic damage. And I do need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution save. I have my aura. All right, you're going to jail.
How bad is it?
11. After
You are,
bonuses.
you are unfortunately now poisoned, and you'll be taking an extra little bit of poison damage every turn once your turn rolls around.
The force flowing through me makes me immune to poison and disease.
Hey! Look at that!
Oh, I was.
You feel
Hell
you
yeah.
feel the poison entering your system, right? But you just regulate your breathing, and as you said, you let the force flow through you. And you can feel your kidneys and your liver and all those fun little body parts here that are just going straight into overdrive and just metabolizing the poison as it goes through your system, effectively not letting it deal any form of damage to the majority of your organism.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. And that brings us back to the top of the initiative to our favorite Harangon Mibble. Let's see it.
Cryogenic suspension again.
You're like, I would put this thing in ice if it's the last damn thing I do.
It is going on ice. It does
Right?
not get a choice in the matter. It is
You're right.
going on ice.
It is going on the ice. Let's see here. This time it will go through. It will be on ice.
Yay!
Very good.
So, -2 to his AC, slow level 1. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Action or bonus action, not both. Exactly. Okay. Orta.
Orta, well, I mean, he may be a caster to some degree, but at the same time, he has a sword. He has his lightsaber,
He does.
and he's gonna start swinging again. Uh, 25 to hit on the first hit.
That'll hit.
Well, 24 to hit because I'm using defensive 1. 4 minus 5, 9 minus 1. 8 damage to it from that first slash. And second slash will be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit. 22 will hit.
Alrighty. Eight more damage on that second hit. And then bonus action punch. That misses and that dice goes to jail.
Another one.
And then free action punch.
Okay.
That misses and that's going to jail.
Were there any nat ones in that?
No nat ones.
Okay. Let me know if there's nat ones.
Okie dokie. Artichoke. And That's my turn?
Artichoke, bro. Yep. Something about Azrin and eating a salad. All right, Kodav. Speaking of. So many fun moments we've had in the previous episodes. They are worth the rewatch. You were saying.
Okay. Come on. Okay, I like you two. You two are on the nice list. So let's see. The low roll is a 21, and the high roll is a 26.
Both will hit. Give me some damage.
Nice. Why are my D8s hiding from me? Okay. Oh, give me a second. I need to look up the spell because I need to know what the extra damage is. Here's... Plus my force calculation. Okay, cool. So that's 5. So, oh, 2 1s. That's garbage. I got 8 and a 4. So that's 5 and 5. So one it does 10, and the other one does 14 energy.
Okay, very good. Which moves us on to Only, who just got thrown at another torrent attack. Well, technically at a rabbit, but yes.
Angi got yeeted.
That's okay.
Yep.
2 can play at this game. I might be
Yeet us
staying
next
next to this one, but I do believe. Well, let's double check. Sorry, Chad, I gotta bring that up. What is my range? Okay, I'm a little out of range. Fine then, be that way. In that case, I got something right here I can hit, so...
I will also be good here and just remind you that cryogenic suspension prevents reactions. It cannot take an attack of opportunity if you decide to go back to the other one or to walk towards the other one.
Oh, this one's looking a little cold. It's looking a little cold.
It's a little on the frozen right now side of the force,
So,
yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. We'll go here. That puts me well within my range. And we're just going to, we're gonna hurl this axe at this thing.
Okay.
It might have thrown me away, but that doesn't mean it's getting away from me. And because it did damage to me. It did damage to me, so therefore I'm going to, I get to do my, my extra damage if I hit. So the first one's going to be a 24 to hit. Oh, these are reckless, by the way. I forgot to announce that. I apologize. They are reckless.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, you said a 20 and a what?
And it was a 24 for the first one, and a 25 for the second one.
Yeah, they're both hitting.
Just double checking the extra strength damage. So, it's gonna be a second D12. I'm prepared. Let's see.
And that's the axe that you're throwing, right?
Yes.
That does the thing with the function that has it come back and everything? Okay.
Well, I can literally, at this point, throw anything I throw, I can ricochet back to me. Anything.
Nice.
Even improvised weapons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You throw a rock, the rock comes back every time. I like it.
Yes. And I lost where I was. Okay, 12, 16 plus... That's going to be 20 points of damage, of kinetic damage on the first one, and on the second one, it's going to be 19. So I rolled a 7 and an 8
Very
on my
nice.
dice.
Very nice.
So close to that crit on this thing, too.
Right. Yeah.
And I think... Let's see, I moved 20 of my feet. I have enough room to run back if I want to. It's, well, 10, 15, 20. I'll move to there. Because that's my full movement towards it. I might not be able to get back to it this turn, but I can just... I continue to smack at it.
But Orta, swing, bite.
Swing bite? Okay.
Swing, bite.
Sorry, Orta.
It's
There we
fine.
go.
I exist on the front line.
The first one is a... Where is it? There we go. That is a 22.
That hits.
Okay, second one... No, that is... that. My dice like you today. No, that is an 11. That will not hit, I'm sure.
It's only me they don't
That's not
like.
hit.
All-important Fusk attack. That is a 16. I believe with your crossguard thing, it doesn't hit either.
Crossguard makes it so it does not hit. That's right.
Awesome. All right, so there's only going to be just the one claw attack here. And 12 plus 14 plus 23 damage kinetic from the claw attack. However, once again, your body neutralizes the poison before it does anything to you.
23 damage. Okay. Okay. Just had to finish doing math in my head.
Yep.
Always a scary task.
No, I know.
It is?
I totally forgot that I had temp HP. Hold on, I have to get back of my hit points because I had a temp hit points from before.
Good man. Okay. And then one last thing. It's the other one across the room now. Yeah, Mibble. Here we go again. That is another Tusk attack going at you for 24.
I do believe you still
did it try to attack Nixie or anything? Because it only gets like one attack or
Nope,
whatever.
it just headbutted you. You froze it. It don't like you right now.
Okay, so if my greater shield hit reacts, that makes my AC a 21. And how much did it? You said what?
24.
That means it still hits me no matter what.
Okay. Grab the dice. Sec. And then there we go. Well, the damage dice were angry. That is 30 damage.
Ouch.
Did
And
you,
I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I was gonna say, isn't Mibble's shield still up from when I hit her? Or is that a one hit?
It's
That
a
was
plus-
It was
a
a
reaction.
reaction, and it still wouldn't help me even if it did.
Okay. Just some of
Is it
those
what I-
reactions shields, sometimes they
Yeah.
stay up for the rest of the round until it gets back to your turn, or they're funky.
Okay, so 30 damage, you said?
Yup.
Okay, got math a little bit. Yeah, okay. That takes care of the what's it called, temporary points and whatnot. And then what did you need? Constitution?
Yeah, for your concentration check. Or save.
Not Kraken.
Nice. What's the modifier on the concentration? On Constitution, sorry.
+8.
God damn.
Constitution is one of my saving throws.
Fucking sturdy ass bunny, yo.
Yeah, but he took 30 damage.
Concentration checks are half the damage. So.
Yes,
Yep.
that's what I'm double checking if that
it's-
applies in
it's-
this.
If it's,
I'm pretty sure.
I haven't read the rule in Star Wars, but if it's 5e, it's 10 or half the damage, whichever is higher.
I am
That is the
checking
same
for it now.
for this one.
Okay.
I do remember from when I was playing my consular.
So-
DC 10 or half the damage, so
Yep.
15 in this
20.
case. Yeah, you easily clear that. So yeah, Bunny still manages to keep this thing in the ice. As it turns end, I must make a roll to see if it'll break
Okay, so
out
I
of
took
it.
the third. Do I take the 30 damage or the?
No,
half?
it was.
No,
it
you took the
was-
damage. This was for concentration. It was to
full
see if
damage.
the
Okay.
suspension canceled itself out.
Okay.
But no, it doesn't. However, it did make the roll to break it. The Constitution saving throw, it did go through. I won a 22, and I believe that makes it, right?
Yes.
Your save, yeah. Yeah, so it hits you, and then hitting you, it breaks the ice. Which brings us back to Mibble, who is going to do another...
You know what? If ice is not going to slow it down, I'm choosing fire.
Oh no.
I choose violence.
Wabbit. A tale of ice and fire.
I'm just gonna start calling Mibble bugs.
Immolate.
Immolate. Oh no, that's actually terrifying. Damage on a successful one. Fail save. Burns for the power's duration. Dim light. 4d6 on a failed save at the end of each of its turns. Afterwards, if it fails the initial thing. Okay, then that's a dex saving throw. These things are slower. They are probably not going to make it, but we shall see. Dice have done stranger things before. No, it is immolated. Give me that massive amount of d6 fire damage, please.
Wait, let me see something. I'm reading. Yeah, okay. So it failed?
Yeah, I'm hearing all of those dice right now. Ow, ow.
Yeah, you know how we feel now when you say you need more D8s.
Ugh.
These are all D6s.
No sympathy.
Hey,
No,
I
it's
got
not
it.
that. It's for the stream. Let's please not roll a million dice right next to the microphone for the rest of the
My
stream. I
mic
don't care,
is
but
up high. My mic is up high. It's
well,
just
we heard every single dice that just got rolled right now. But yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I got a couple pretty high ones, fives and
That's
sixes.
why I use dice tray.
I mean, yes, but it's the grabbing all the dice and rolling them against one another in the hand there. That was oof. Yes. Where were we? Sorry. How much damage is that?
38 damage.
Very nice. Yeah, this thing catches on fire. It is now wreathed in flames and screeching at the top of its lungs as yeah, fire gets into everything.
3 5s, 3 6s, a 2 and a 3.
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
Very
That's
good.
hot.
Orta.
Yes. I have something in front of me that I must attack.
All right.
I'm very consistent. Where's my everything? There we go. 17 plus 7. 24 to hit with the defensive 1 active. Which once again hits as I've rolled many.
That is
24.
correct. That is correct.
8 plus 5 is 13. That's 12 damage from that first slash.
That hits.
That was the 12 damage from the first slash. And then the second slash. Plus 8. 17 to hit on the second one.
17 to hit will hit.
Okay. Three plus 5. 8 more damage from that slash. And because I'm a broken record, we're going to do a bonus action punch.
Okay. As your mic. Yep. Keep going.
That misses.
Okay.
Because it was a 4 on the dice, and that's definitely too low for because I don't imagine 10 hits, does it?
Nope. My 10 didn't hit.
No, 10 will not hit.
And my free action punch does a 14 hit.
No, that will not hit.
Dang. All right. Well, that was second verse, same as the first, and that is my turn. Or I guess the third verse, same as the first. Regardless.
Okay. Very good. Put up.
Alright, so I've seen Orta take 2 really big hits in the last 2 turns. So I'm using my action to do a distant heal. So I'm going to spend 6 force points. Come on, roll well. That's not bad. It's pretty good. Only one was below average. Let's see. So that is 8 and 4 is 12, 19, 24 plus 5. You get 29 health back.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm using my bonus action to lightsaber this motherfucker again.
All right.
Perfect.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay, so I'm under the 12 doesn't, but at least I got one hit in.
Okay.
That's another good roll. That's going to be 18 energy, or force. I forget whichever it does, but
Okay. Very good. Yeah, you guys like see that a lot of your attacks are just leaving like score marks or shallow wounds on this thing. I will tell you that much. Only.
Well, we got a couple more axes we can chuck. Or the axe we can chuck a couple more times. Depends on which way you go.
Yep.
And so that's going to be a 24 and a 22 to hit.
They'll both hit.
Alright. "13 kinetic and 10 kinetic damage. And then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Make sure Order's not tanking by himself. We're gonna come in there. That'll be my turn.
Very good. And yeah, back to the monstrosities. Let's see. How do we feel about another little grapple check there?
From me?
Yep. Slightly lower this time. This is only an 18.
How's a 26 do ya?
Yeah, no. This time, once worn twice careful, you do not this time get grappled as the claws sail towards you, but you duck nimbly under them and not you don't get grabbed. It will still continue on its motion though, and go for the old swipe tusk onto our good old friend Orta here. Well, the first one is gonna be funny. It goes to swipe, but lost. You know, it kind of loses its balance after kind of swiping at on Lee here. Probably was expecting some degree of physical resistance, and then kind of swiping in midair without that resistance kind of made it lose balance or anything. As it topples over, it's now prone.
Oh.
Okay.
Guess who just rolled the nat one? Yeah, no, this thing is prone, and yeah, it's interrupted in the middle of its attacks. Mibble, you have a very much on fire monstrosity in front of you now. Let's see, how do you feel about a grapple?
Oh no!
How does a 25 do you?
How does Nixie?
Even with my
grapple?
shield, still would pass it.
Yeah, you are allowed to make a athletics or acrobatics to get out of there.
Okay, let's see which was better for me. Athletics is actually better. Well, actually, they're both the same. That is gonna be a 16.
Hey, Mibble, you are grabbed.
Oh no!
And not only are you grabbed, you're grabbed by a monster that's on fire right now.
Oh no. Double O shits.
I'm gonna roll a few things. First of all, give me a minute.
Oh no.
You 1 second.
This officially counts as bad touch.
Right? So, Mibble, you're grappled. Instead of throwing you, this thing will actually hold on to you.
Oh no.
You are taking 11 fire damage as of the end of this thing's turn.
Oh no.
How much is it taking?
The same.
Okay.
As it'll have to make a dex saving throw, and I don't think. Does this. Actually, no, you know what? 17 beats it, right? You're lucky you don't burn. Cancel that
Yeah.
11 damage. It made the saving throw, the dex saving throw, and put out the flames. I was expecting this thing to burn because it only has a +1, but the dice was high. All right, well, guess what? You're not burning. You're just grabbed.
Uh-oh.
Arguably just as bad in some ways.
I mean, grabbed, but
Grabbed,
grabbed
yeah,
while burning. I'll take grabbed over grabbed while burning.
Look, Bunny Fur
Yeah.
burns real well. Real well.
Real well.
Not gonna ask how you know that.
And the rest of the attacks will go into Nixie here. So I'll roll that off screen while you guys go on for your next turn. Mibble, you are currently grappled.
You can make an escape check.
But that's on my turn, right?
It's
It
your
is
turn.
your turn.
It's your
Okay.
turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of this thing's drawers or whatever. What am I using? Athletics or acrobatics, I guess. Right?
Yep.
Okay. That is gonna be another 16.
All right, let's see here. Nope. Sorry, that is once again. Yeah, that is once again a 24.
Yeah.
Okay. Corta.
How is this spella looking?
So funny enough, when you look at the two of them, they look about the same because, like I said, a lot of what you guys are hitting this thing with don't seem to be having too much of an effect.
Terrifying. The
at this
plasma
point,
swords we're hitting it with do nothing.
At this point, I can tell you guys, this thing has damage resistance to kinetic, energy, ion, and damage dealt by fourth powers.
Fuck these things.
They are legitimately Jedi killers. They're made to fuck with you. This is what I'm saying. Like, the fire damage the rabbit has been doing basically more with just him alone than all of you guys in one round. Or more or less, because of, like, just how much damage goes through with fire and ice and stuff like that, but so little with basically lightsabers and force powers. Or just pummeling it with the axe.
Look.
They're
We
tanks.
hear the DM
they're
saying this
meatballs.
isn't going well for us, but can we process that information? We don't know.
Look, I'm not saying it's going bad for you, because you guys are not taking that much damage either. It's just, unfortunately, one of those fights where the both of you are super tanky and resistant. The type of damage it does, you're resistant against Only. The type of damage the majority of you guys do, they are resistant against. So it's one of those, like...
War of attrition.
It's a battle of attrition.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's gonna drop
Whoever
first?
runs out of resources first, exactly, unfortunately.
Well, for now, we have a prone target on the ground in front of us.
Yeah, time for the JoJo beatdown. Let's go.
First slash, we're doing the defensive technique thing again.
Yep.
Dang it. Yeah, that's a 23 to hit. That does 2, 5, 7, 6 damage for the first slash. And
You are not dividing any of that, by the way.
I'm not doing the division.
Okay, I'll
thing.
take care of that stuff. Okay, perfect.
I'd rather be consistent about it.
Just making sure you're not, like, nerfing your own damage yourself, you know?
Yeah.
not dividing twice, you know?
Wow, I love rolling a 1 and a 4 with advantage.
Oh,
Do I have any more dice to like?
The jail is getting overpopulated at this point.
Yes, exactly. We're gonna do this. We got some early jailbreakers. As we go for a bonus action punch. The other number. 24 to hit.
Yeah?
Punch. That is another 6 damage. And let's just do my last free action punch. A 5 and a 4 to hit. Lovely.
The dice are good today.
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna disagree with you on that one.
I mean, for me.
Listen here, you little. Never mind.
You laugh me. Alright.
That's my turn.
Alright, Chief.
Actually, I'll move a little bit closer over here just to get my aura. Just in case.
Yep. Could have.
okay. How does Orta look? Do you still like
I'm
he's
good.
like he's still
I'm good.
okay? So you look well.
I look
and
fine.
the and the crab horror is still prone.
Yes.
Cool. So I get to roll with advantage. Thank goodness too, because those low rolls were low. So this is a dirty 20 and a 26.
Okay.
And do some choppity. Oh, that's another good roll. Okay, so so one does 2 and 5 is 17, and the other one does 15.
Okay, that's the damage, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, very good. On Lee.
Alrighty. Well, we just keep doing what we always do. It's prone, so I already get advantage. I don't have to attack reckless. So that's going to be a brain math. 22 to hit, and I'm gonna roll a 19 on the die, which is a crit for this axe. So that's going to be
A lot of damage.
Let's see. It is my dice are nice, and they are nice for the damage right now. Maybe they're not going to demand a blood sacrifice just yet.
Knock on wood.
So it's going to be 13 kinetic for the first hit. And the second hit's going to be... Unfortunately, I don't get all my extra bonuses because he didn't decide to hit me last turn. I swear the DM knows that that's a trick.
Every time.
31 kinetic damage.
Nice.
That's second hit.
Very good.
That's it for me.
Amazing. That brings us back, I believe, to the torrent attacks, yes? Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, on Lee,
Yes.
how does a nat 20 for 26 on the grapple sound this time?
How does a 19 on the die for a also total of 26 sound?
I would say, damn.
Galaxy accepted.
I'll say it this way: meets it, beats it. You're good. Awesome.
So,
All right, Orta, get back over here. We're not done with you yet.
I'm still here. I never left. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, you're only getting one claw attack as the other two horribly miss. That the dice are not being nice to me today, which is what we want. We don't want the dice to be nice to me.
Knock on wood.
Orta, my good friend Orta, you take 18 physical damage once again, and you are not poisoned, thankfully. Mibble,
Oh no.
give me another grapple check.
Den?
For my 11.
You kidding?
I'm not even joking, you bro. Yeah. How big is Mibble?
I think he's a small.
he's a small little creature. Little ribbit rabbit is small.
Mouth opens.
No.
No.
Arm goes up towards mouth.
Nixie!
No.
And you got one more round until, crunch.
Oh dear.
No, we don't know. That's not what happened. No.
Now, as this happens, and this is what I was rolling off screen earlier, Orta, in your head, you just hear, that is our food. And, you see the two talons and the mandibles all go ham on this thing's arm. It screeches in pain. It does let go of Mibble, but its other clawed hand and its tusks all impact the flank of the Veratic's queen here.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And she gets thrown out from under where you were a few minutes ago, Mibble. I would have said thrown out from under you, but you're being grappled, technically. Or released anyway. As she gets thrown off her feet, I guess you would call them. Anyway, she gets thrown off to the side and kind of impacts the wall hard and is not moving.
Oh no.
Orta, in your head, you just hear a pop as the Wi-Fi disconnects.
Oh no.
No! Bad DM.
Look, dice are dice. That's all I ever do. It's always dice. But yeah, that will count, however, as its attack, and we move on to Mibble.
I see Nixie not moving, right?
Correct.
Let's see. I am gonna run over to Nixie.
Okay. For the record, she has been slammed against the wall. I'm going to put a little circle on the thing for you here. She's been chucked over to the side. I cannot draw. Wow, I wanted circle, not line. Thank you. There you go. So yeah, she's about here. She was thrown off to the side.
I take a action to disengage.
Okay.
And I use my nibble agility to get over to Nixie.
Okay.
Defibrillate if she is not breathing.
You've used your action, however.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll defibrillate next round.
Okay. Orta.
Orta is going to sort of turn to Onley and be like, I need to leave this to you. As he's just leaving combat and basically crossing the room.
Feral grin.
So you mean you're using your action to disengage? Or are you just running across the room without disengaging?
I don't think he's thinking about disengaging. He's just going.
Okay. That is a 23 to hit on your way out.
It hits.
Then. Okay. Yep, that is 19 kinetic damage on your way out again.
Okay.
And that brings
Bonus.
us... Yep.
Do I have any bonus actions? Those are actions. I do have a bonus action actually. Yes. Where is it? There it is. I can't use it yet. Okay. I can do this one, right?
Hmm.
I'm entering. I'm activating Way of the Craft Macaroni and Cheese Dragon.
Thank you for using the right
Damn it,
pronunciation.
bro.
Yeah, I almost got it wrong there. I
Oh,
caught
no, I was about
myself.
to say you almost said it wrong, right? Almost called it a crate dragon. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's silly. Who would call a thing a crate dragon, honestly?
Right.
Right? What the hell is even as a crate dragon? There's only crap mac and cheese.
I take a threatening stance for 1 minute. While in the stance, the first time I hit with a melee weapon attack, using strength each turn, I can choose to deal additional damage equal to my strength mod. If there is another creature within 5 feet, I can target that one instead with that extra damage. And if the original attack roll would hit, it takes damage equal to the strength mod, blah blah blah. And yeah, that lasts for like a minute.
Okay.
As I just take on like a stance ready to mess something up.
You are going aggressive.
Yes.
Okay. Kodev.
Okay. Oh, it's no longer prone.
No, it has stood up.
I
It's moved
know.
and stand up.
I like to picture that moved like a turtle for a moment and then stood up. Or like a beetle when it gets flipped over.
Yep.
Oh, but that is a good roll. Yay. Dirty 20 and another 26. I like these two dice. You guys are staying out. Fuck you two.
Tell us how you really feel.
Damn, these dates are nice too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this roll's not as good as the last one, but still a decent roll. 5, so that's 12 on one and 16 on the other.
Okay. Well, the 16 and up hits Sue. And then the damage... Yep. Okay, very good. At this point with these attacks, you see this thing starts to falter. Its wounds are now oozing blood, and it's not looking too happy. It roars in anger once more.
Yeah, suck it, Trebek.
And yeah, that moves us to Onli.
I mean, the only answer is to continue to wail on this thing.
Every problem can be fixed with violence, and if you can't fix a problem with violence, you have not applied enough violence. Yes, true.
Exactly. How did you know?
Sun Tzu was a barbarian. Anyway.
You can
That's gonna be another 19 on the die. Apparently this die likes to roll 19s.
You crit away with your special.
And the second one's going to be a 21 to hit. These are being rolled reckless.
Very nice.
Just going to announce that now because since I'm the only one standing next to it.
I figured.
So the crit is going to be a calculator because I don't have a piece of paper right now to write things down on. It did not hit me last turn, so I don't get any specials. But I do get to roll a die. Alright, the crit's going to be 32 points of kinetic damage. The regular is going to be 10 points of kinetic damage, because that was a shit roll. And that's me.
Okay. Well, again, you can see this thing is quite pissed off. It ain't doing too hot, and every little bit of damage you guys pump into this thing at this point is quite mattering, could I say. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Time for the Only special. Never mind. That's a 10 on the grapple. I think your bonus is enough for you to guarantee not getting grappled.
My bonus is only a 7.
Okay, you know what? You might roll in that one. Who knows?
That was a 19 though. On the die.
I figured.
He gets grappled instead.
So yeah, time for swipe. You know, swipe test.
Yep.
That's 25.
Hits.
16.
Beats it. Kraken? That's a Kraken face. I see the Kraken face.
It's the Kraken face.
Oh no.
Bring it.
Okay.
Well, bring it. Actually, I'm not down that much health. So.
No, and yeah, because you resist a lot of this stuff, so I'm not too worried about you. You'll probably live through this. All right. I'm gonna just roll all the damage and just give you the final thing, and you can just half it.
Yep. Works for me.
Okay. So let me just add all that stuff together. It'll just be faster.
Don't forget the brutal critical.
Yep. Don't worry. This is for the two tusk, the two claw attacks. I'll do the tusk one after.
And then, if I'm still standing, which I imagine I will be, I'm going to go ahead and take my reaction to smack it back.
Yep, feel free to pre-roll all that stuff if you want to
Okay.
speed things up, because there's a lot of dice I have to roll on this end.
That works for me. It will be an advantage because of my Berserk Mastery. Damn, the one time I don't get the 19. That's okay. 22, so it will hit.
Yep.
And let me just double check what I do for damage. Make sure I don't get it wrong. You can use reaction, make a melee weapon attack or armed strike against the creature. On a hit, you deal damage equal to your proficiency bonus. So that's gonna be 3 kinetic damage. That's a really stupid way of calculating damage, but we'll take it! Every little bit counts.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to give up a feat to get that. I feel like I should be rolling my damage for my axe, but whatever.
That's 102 kinetic damage.
I'm sorry. 102?
Yep.
Okay, well at least I
Divided by
take
half.
half, so... Full amount would be a problem. Half is... It hurts!
Yeah, it's a gnarly hit, but you're not dead. Like.
But I'm still standing. I'm beat up and bruised and cut and...
I also
definitely
need
took
you
a
to give
hit.
me- Yeah, I also need you to give me 3 Constitution checks, please.
Do these 3 dice. Constitution checks. Checks or saves?
Saves actually. Sorry, saves. Yeah.
Okay, so the first one's going to be 25, the next one's going to be 18, and the last one's going to be 23.
Perfect. You are good, as you are hardy constitution forged in the fighting pits. You have no issue dealing with that poison either. Very good.
Alright.
Mibble.
Defib. If she's
Alright.
not breeding.
Yo. you defib her, and yeah, she immediately shakes herself back alive as she starts to. Wait a minute, I forgot one of the torrent attacks. That was so much damage. I thought that their turn was done. No, my bad. Hey,
Hang on a second. We did not finish that.
right?
Oh yeah, the return.
Right, you had a return swing as well. Yeah, sorry, I completely.
No, we
brain
did
farted on
that.
everything.
That was the 3 points of damage.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Other torrent
And then
attack.
yeah.
All right. I hate that I do this, but considering the damage Nixie just did to this thing, swiping at it and biting it and everything, in a moment of pure animalistic rage, I think this thing would charge at Nixie and just, for good measure, swipe, tusk it at Nixie once she's down. You know the type of like a bull, you know, it like rams you and then it just sees you on the ground and just goes for like round 2 of just trampling you to make sure you stay down.
No, it's not allowed.
It's basically doing that to Nixie.
Reaction shield on Nixie.
If you
Plus
were
five
sure, you know what?
AC.
I'll give it the rolls. If you can put the shield on someone else, I'll actually give it the rolls.
Yeah, this one is a 15 feet range that I could choose target. So,
Okay.
So
it's a
plus
plus
5
5?
to a plus 5
Perfect.
to our AC.
So funny enough, only one of the attacks go through as a result of that, as you will be helping her tank the other 2 attacks by putting a shield up. And so the first 2 attacks kind of crack the shield as only the third one goes through here. But yeah, that's going to be it for its turn then, and you're free, Mibble, to move on to Nixie.
Defibrillate.
Can I get the text for that, or actually I can pull it up, give me 1 minute. Defib. Tech power defibrillate. There we go. Okay. Yeah. No, you run up to it real quick, up to Nixie, and plug her up with a bunch of electrodes and hits the button. And thankfully, due to your shielding intervention here, it was not she was not dismembered or completely mauled by any of those attacks, and so yeah, you're actually capable of defibrillating her back to life as her entire body kind of shakes and she quickly shoves herself back onto her feet, looking around like almost confused, right? Orta, you feel
Wi-Fi back on.
Yeah, you feel the hive mind, the Wi-Fi just pop back online here. And there's this incredulous moment where you can feel that she's kind of not rummaging through your memories, but you know you're syncing the cloud again.
Yeah.
Or she's syncing with the cloud again, and you just hear we were dead.
Looks at the rabbit.
Orta doesn't respond to
And then
that.
you just hear like, maybe this food we don't eat. But then she looks at the Tyranitek and she says, but this one I will eat. Sorry, this one we will eat.
That's fair. I feel like
I've been
that's fair.
hive-minded in a few weeks. My apologies. My hive mind,
Yeah.
my hive mind lingo is
We get rusty with it sometimes.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
We get
But
you.
yeah.
How dare you.
Yeah, Mibble, you've basically saved Dixie's life here. She will remember that, and that moves us on to Orta. Daddy's angry.
Wait, I need to have moved half my movement. Half my movement would be right here.
Okay.
As I am channeling the force into falling avalanche, which lets me get advantage on my next attack roll using strength.
Okay.
So I'm using my bonus action to do. Actually, is it bonus action? And a use of oh no, not a bonus action. No action required to do that.
Even better.
Okay.
Yep.
So what are we doing?
Swinging with my sword. Dice. The first strike misses, but an advantage makes it so it's not a nat 1, it's a nat 5 instead, for a total of 13 to hit, which doesn't hit.
No, sadly.
Second swing.
Question. When Orta's going at this thing, are you angry?
That would be the best way to describe it.
What is Orta's emotional state right now? This is actually relevant mechanically, so I need to ask.
I feel like rage is the correct answer.
I guess, all things considered, the most realistic answer would be like a paternal rage.
I need you, if you are feeling anger right now, if you're feeling this rage, I need you to do me something real quick.
Oh dear.
That's never good.
Can you give me 2 animal handling rolls?
Animal handling?
×2, please. With
Okay.
advantage.
With advantage, okay. For note, that second swing was a 23 to hit.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just noting that now.
You'll get the damage in anyway, don't worry about that, but yes.
With advantage, you said 21 on the first animal handling. And 8 on the second one.
As you project this anger through the force, this thing recoils for a minute and takes a few step backs, kind of doing this half roar, half whine sound before it turns back into the hallway from which it came and just runs away.
I'm gonna be real, in this exact situation, I don't think that's gonna stop me from swinging.
Oh, you can no, swing it. I
Now-
thought the
now you-
damage goes through. You already rolled the attack dice. The damage does go through.
Now
Yeah,
you get the reaction, the opportunity attack.
Yes, like keep going, keep swinging.
Okay, I'm spending 3 force points on this to add 3 more d8 to the damage on the swing.
Yep.
Plus 5 is 14, 18, 18 plus 5, 23 damage for that swing. Do I get my bonus action punch and everything? Or is this like, is it leaving before I can do all of my actions in the turn?
Well, technically, it's not its turn yet. 2, 3.
Yeah.
Correct. But I'm
I'm
the
gonna-
DM, and I'm gonna say legendary action, and it is running.
Ah!
and there is a reason for this. I'll explain after.
And I'm going to say reaction attack of opportunity.
Of course. Oh yeah, go all the way in, bro.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll hit.
All right, 3 more force points. Seven. Seven plus 12, 19. 24 damage on that second hit.
Very nice. Okay. As you take that last strike when this thing tries to run off and down the hall, right? Your lightsaber just zips through the air, and it's not a killing blow, but you chop off 3 meaty fingers that just hit the deck with a wet splotch. As this thing roars in pain and just keeps running off, as it's not just roaring, but it's also whimpering and runs off.
If it's gone, Orda's gonna, I guess, take a moment and just collect himself.
Okay.
Sort of, you know, you lose control and you recenter, for lack of a better term.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to give me a fun little roll for that when we got a minute.
Yep.
You know the one, and you can send it in DMs if you want.
I got you.
We've done this before. All right, Kodav. In the meantime, what are you doing right now?
Looking super impressed across the hallway. It's like,
You're like, damn!
I'm like, oh shit. It's like fucking Orda's got a mean streak in him. Seeing Only get fucking whack-a-moled, I'm gonna spend
Accurate
use
description.
my action and use 6 force points to give her a distant heal. 'Cause holy shit.
I took some wax.
Oh, one bad. Oh, this one is not great.
And look, every little bit counts.
Let's see. 23, sadly.
Hey, 23 is great.
And then bonus action. More choppity. Wait, I gotta take those force points off. 5 more. Oh. I'm officially under 20 points. Good roll. Okay, so 14 and 8 is 22 and 26.
Okay.
And let's hopefully roll better for damage.
Here is open.
Okay, that's good. One does 15 and the other one does 14.
Okay. 15, 14. Okay, very good. Okay. Only.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep swinging. I haven't applied enough violence yet, apparently.
Nope. Quite a bit of it already. This thing is not looking fresh anymore, but, you know.
Let's see, we got a 24 and a
Yep.
Kraken.
All of it is. You nailed it down.
We'll do it. So the 24 to hit was the first roll. We'll roll. There's my d12. It hit me last turn, so I get to add extra strength onto it. So that's going to be 22 points of kinetic damage on the first roll. And then on the... Alright, on the crit, I'm going to max damage this. Because I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Plus 2. So that's going to be 44 points of kinetic damage on that crit.
Really nice. Okay, let me ask you this. How you want to do this?
As the axe comes down overhead, we're just going to split the carapace across the top of it. Because this thing's a beetle in my mind, so it has a carapace. And we're just going to split that open. It's not going to open all the way down through. It's going to stop about halfway and just kind of split and open, almost like a lobster. And yeah, it will crash into the ground as that happens. Unmoving.
Okay.
And
Well, yeah.
she'll turn around, look for the other one, and realize it's gone.
You have one dead Terenzatech next to you guys, and another one that ran back down the hallway, God knows where. You are left in the echoing aftermaths of combat And in the back, you see this massive, again, gate, right? With a terminal next to it.
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna be following the thing.
Oh,
If he's still following, are we still in combat?
You guys aren't. He is.
Well, we're not letting him go on his own. I'm running after him.
Using a med pack on Nixie. That's gonna be 11 hit points back.
Though before we chase after this thing, this might be a good opportunity to take our first break.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that in 1 second. I do know we were supposed to go on break, but I will do that in 1 second. Yeah, Orta, as you chase it down the hallway, it's roaring and whimpering, and as you chase it down the hall, when you get to the end of the hallway, it gives out on a massive cavern. And as it's roaring and whimpering, you hear several other roars and whimpers. And roars further down the cavern. And that probably sobers you up, as this is where we're going to go to break.
oh, that's not good.
So,
That's not good at all. Holy fuck.
Break time.
And now, break time.
so before we head on break,
Oh.
just a reminder, we are doing a giveaway
Yes.
for a lovely set of dice. So if you wish a chance to enter to win, type December into the chat. The rules are, very quickly, very briefly, you have to enter for yourself. You can't enter on someone else's behalf. You must be present to win. You must tell us what you have and must join our Discord so that we can contact you to ship these out to you. And there's one that I'm missing.
How often you can win? You can win no
You
more
can-
than twice throughout the entire event and once per week.
Yes, and our week started yesterday.
Correct.
So with that, we will be back. I will see you guys later.
Voilà. Downstairs to do it.
Yeah, I know. They're just how old I am.
We are back.
Hello.
Remember the old screw-on fuses?
Yeah, that's why I said you stick a penny in it.
Right?
That was the old trick. When you didn't have a fuse, you stuck a penny in the fuse.
Right. That's totally safe. Don't try that at home, children.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
100%
not that your
safe.
fuse boxes look like anything like that anymore anyway, but yeah.
I mean,
So, before we give more bad electrical advice,
Yes. Let's do it.
I mean, perfectly fine electrical advice.
I don't trust it.
I don't.
So we are going to go ahead and draw for our winner for the lovely dice set. We'll give you guys one last
Exciting.
chance to get any last minute entries in. Just type exclamation point December into the chat while I go over the rules here one more time. So you must be... Let me grab my notes, actually, because that way I make sure I don't miss one. I tried to do it last time off the top of my head, and that did not go well. So the first rule is you cannot enter on behalf of someone else. These dice are for you. You must be present to win when the drawing happens here in a few moments in order to win, and you must state what you have won. We will accept dice and or any synonym you wish to use that means dice. No, we do not accept Dice the cow. You must be a member of our Discord and give us your Discord username. If you win, we use that to contact you to get information so that we can mail these out. You cannot win more than once in a week, and you can't win more than twice total. So, and that being said, please do keep in mind, these are being mailed out from Canada. Canada Post is on strike. They're going to be delayed between that and the holidays. It's most likely going to be January, February before we start reaching out to get information to get these shipped. So, with all that being said, I will go ahead and close the raffle. Make sure I get this command right. Can I type? It is now closed. Alright, and we're going to draw our winner. Kidra, what did you win?
Dice.
Alrighty. I will send your name over to HB Fox as the winner for this dice set. And he will get in contact with you, because I already know you're part of our Discord and your Discord name. And we will get you some pretty dice. Those are gorgeous, and I'm jealous. Just putting that out there now. Gorgeous, and I'm jealous. But thank you to all who wintered. If you are sad that you did not win this dice set, there are plenty more to come. Every show in the month of December has a chance to win a dice set. So tune back in for any of our other shows. Promo done. Tilt disappeared. Make noise!
I'm here. Trying to scarf down my food as fast as I can while you guys are talking.
How dare you eat?
I'm human. I'm sorry.
Starve right now. Starve.
You
know,
can't
right?
be human. You're a DM.
I know. I have to be a story churning machine. Cold and unfeeling. That's why I keep killing my players. I mean, what?
What?
You heard nothing. You heard nothing. I mean, you just challenged and accepted it with your character's actions before break. Last couple of minutes
We don't have
ago.
to talk about that. We don't have to talk about that.
I mean, I think we should be talking about that, as you've charged down a hallway, chasing a retreating Tyranitek, and kind of stumbled upon a giant cavernous room where you've heard multiple other roars echo this thing's screeches.
We're in danger.
Which definitely sobers you up. What do you do from here? Considering your roles. But yes, definitely sobers you up. What do you do from here?
I mean, I'm sufficiently sobered up, which is a good start. I'll take that moment to sort of gather myself, take a deep breath, put away my lightsaber, and promptly turn around. Well, I mean, how do I get down the hallway far enough to see into the cavern at all? Is it a question?
It's very dark in there. There's not a lot of lighting, if any at all. And with your lightsaber turned off, you don't really see much other than pitch black darkness.
Before I turn it off, do I see anything?
Again, not very far. Beyond it,
have
it is
dark
pitch
vision.
black darkness. Yep.
Only the 60 feet. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Those 60 feet, you see that, the metallic hallway eventually turns more into like, well, first of all, here, let me describe. The hallway keeps going, right? And eventually it ends rather abruptly. You see twisted bits of metal that are turned inwards. And then past that point, it seems to be more of a tunnel hewn into the stone that eventually leads to that cavern. And inside the cavern, yes, you see maybe like 20, 30 feet into the cavern where, again, all you see is just it goes really, really wide.
Yeah.
And in the pitch black darkness beyond it, you just hear more howling and screeching. If that makes sense.
Yeah. With that information, we are going to promptly turn around. And now turn off my lightsaber and return to the group, having sort of gathered myself a little bit.
Only as you're chasing him down the hall, eventually you see him turn around, the lightsaber turns off, and he's running back towards you with a very much like, oh shit type of running. Yeah.
Not running, speed walking, maybe.
Oh, you're speed walking back? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Even better.
In control over his emotions. I like it.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like over time I haven't seen Orta run from much.
Speed walk away from much. Thank you very
Speed
much.
walk, okay? I ain't no coward.
Same difference to Onley.
Understood.
I haven't seen Orta retreat from many situations like that.
My man literally Darth Vader speed walking away.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't seen him speed walk from much, and then
I completely lost my train of thought. Sorry.
sorry.
So I'm just going to. I think I'm going to wait for him to be at the same place. I'm not going to ask questions just yet. I'm going to continue with him back until I see him feel like he has enough distance, and then be like, What'd you find?
We're on top of a nest of them.
That sounds like a problem.
I've seen at least one of these things kill at least one of my friends
They do pack a
in an instant.
awful punch. Multiple instance. Just gonna put this out there. You guys kept bringing her back, and she just kept dying.
Right.
Yeah. She died like 3 times. It was wild.
Just putting that out there. It wasn't a one and done situation.
Yeah.
The GM dice were in a bad mood. They rolled 2 Nat Krakens in a row. And you saw
They were
what
in a
one
bad
Nat
mood.
Kraken did.
And then you had my 3 natural ones on death saving throws.
Yeah.
It was all stupendous.
Yeah.
Attempts were had, but dice were just not having it that day.
It might have been 4. I'd have to go back and rewatch to be sure, because I feel like you gave me an extra chance at the very end.
I don't know. There was something going on, but yeah,
There were so
dice
many.
was not in a good mood.
No one's
Yeah.
dice were in good moods.
No. No. Okay. So, here we are. Question. Now that you guys have retreated back into the room here, where do you go?
I mean, the initial goal was
Level.
this door at the end of the hallway, right?
Mibble, can you get that door open?
Yeah, you wanted to take care of Nixie?
I can take care of Nixie.
Nebel goes up to the door, starts looking at it, see if he has any way of hacking it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a panel, fairly standard actually, next to the door.
Okay, so a 32 to hack.
Yeah, you managed to hack it.
Another terrain stick.
As that giant door at the back hisses open, and you see the biggest pterodactyl. But you guys are just fed up with these things, right? No, I'm kidding. The door opens, and you see a giant room beyond you, but it's quiet. There's nothing in there, from what you can tell. In the middle of the room, there's steps leading up to what you could assume is only a throne, as there's a big seat on top of those steps. And sitting within that seat, well, it's kind of hard to tell, but there seems to be a vaguely humanoid figure.
Guys!
I'll head up there in a sec, but first I'm just gonna tap into the hive mind and see what's actually wrong with Nixie so that I can properly fix up Nixie.
When you pay attention to the hive mind and Nixie, you just hear crunching sounds, and you see she's eating those 3 fingers you chopped off the previous torrent attack.
That's fair.
Christ.
And
Not this universe, sorry.
Ah, sorry.
wrong universe.
Worse.
And she kind of looks up, and she goes, "We were hungry."
Indeed.
As yeah, she just starts eating on this stuff, and then when those 3 fingers are dead, she's going for that dead body across the hallway.
Hey, look, we don't have to clean it up.
There's not much I can do to stop her.
Food. We like food.
And if we're being realistic, I don't know if this. Oh god, there's nothing you can really say to convince her at this point. Especially since these things do not fall into any of the categories of do not eat that he has listed
So far, anyway.
so far.
Evil Sith monsters was not one of the categories.
Well, as long as she's fine, at least she still has her appetite, that's a good sign. Or a bad sign, depending on how you look at things, any case.
At least she's
Depends
not
on
going
what-
to try to eat the rabbit anymore.
Depends on whether exactly you mibble or the torrent attack. But yeah, and at that point you do hear Mibble going, "Guys!"
Yep. I head over.
Only Kodav, how about you two?
Following.
Yep. Time to go see what's behind door number 1.
As yeah, you all enter, and this is what you see. Like I said earlier, it's that dais, that set of stairs leading up to a throne sitting on it. There's this humanoid figure. It's kind of hard to tell because it's probably a good like 80 feet in. And the room is fairly darkly lit.
I'm just going to have axe drawn. I'm ready for whatever's coming our way.
Okay. And so what do you do?
Oh, I'm waiting to see if the figure reacts first. I'm just going to
Nope.
stand there. So.
Doesn't seem to be the case.
Any funky force vibes I'm picking up?
The whole hallway plus room you're in and everything, all of it stank of the dark side.
Gotcha. I assumed.
It's kind of
the first
suffused
bit.
into the walls, you know?
Yeah.
It's in the walls.
They were literally in the walls.
Fair enough.
Well,
I
all you
guess-
hear right now is the echo of your own footsteps.
I mean, I guess who. And this is supposed to be an ancient ruin, so maybe
Well, it's a
it's a
ship.
dead body.
It's a
Maybe.
ship.
Yeah.
Ancient
Yeah,
ship.
this still ancient abandoned ship.
Very possible as well.
No one else does anything to stop her. Anli will start slowly walking
Yeah.
towards it. She's not running towards it. She's just cautiously moving forward.
Yeah.
No reaction when you do so.
I'll approach at the same rate as Onley.
Yeah.
Not wanting one person ahead bad times, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, my response remains the same. No reaction from either of them.
Mibble is hanging back and also keeping an eye on Nixie.
And I will continue forward until I reach the dais and we can get a better look at this being, body, whatever it is that's in here.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell. It's vaguely humanoid, but it's an armor of a design you haven't really seen before. It looks like a mix of dark black jet metal and weird, like organic, almost carapace looking things. And as you try to walk up to the dais, there's still no reaction from the figure. It's wrapped in a giant black cloak. And Orta, you feel your lightsaber vibrating.
I don't like the
Ring, 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 ring.
Yeah, it's a call on collect.
As Zizu is still looking for Robin.
Zizu's in the background literally singing, ring, ring.
ring 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 ring.
Elmo's World?
Banana
Right.
phone.
I couldn't sing it.
Call him B.
Don't want the DMCA.
But that is the question. What do you guys do now?
I keep a hand on the lightsaber to make sure it doesn't fly away or anything.
You touch the lightsaber?
I do touch the lightsaber.
I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
You got it, Chief. $17 on the wisdom save.
Okay. You feel for a brief moment that presence in your lightsaber trying to make contact, but you quash it back mercilessly.
You stay.
you
in the
choose
Motel
to.
Sith, you stay.
But it doesn't get in your head, put it that way.
Yep. And from how I was feeling, I assume the closer I get, the worse that gets.
Yes, 100%.
I don't want to give it the opportunity. I'll take a few steps back and sort of just telepathically say to Onley, I can't approach any closer without risking
Okay.
unfortunate things happening.
He learns. Okay.
I guess without risking the new roommate taking doing something of nefarious quality might be the way to put it.
Yeah, Mibble's not moving from his spot by the door.
Is there
Nibble's like, I'm ready to get the fuck out. Mm-hmm.
something you want me to do here? Since I don't have that problem.
I mean, if I can't think of anything. I don't. We came here on a whim, so I'm not sure if we have anything we're even looking for here.
What about Kodev?
I think I'll
Kodev want anything? Yeah.
continue up the dais then, and I want to take a look at the body, see if it has anything on it, if there's, holding anything in the pockets.
Like
Okay.
a data pad?
Is there a random data pad?
All right,
Oh,
guys.
no.
Time for another data pad of many things.
Not the data pad of many things.
Right.
No.
No, it's
Oh,
okay. We
boy.
haven't had much. We haven't had any donations right now, so we're safe from the data pad of many things, thankfully.
Don't jinx it.
Right. Damn it! I opened my mouth.
Yet.
Oh.
Where were we?
So it's a dead humanoid of some kind.
As you're looking through its effects for anything, first of all, there is a data pad. There is a data pad.
Oh no.
It is not the data pad of many things. You're safe, but there is a data pad on them.
Okay.
Maybe even a data shard that you could plug into a data pad to get info or something. But it's not that ornate data pad you've learned to fear.
Have we learned to fear it? I don't know.
Love or
I've got
fear,
nothing
you
but
know.
good things for mine.
You're lucky. Two sides of the same coin, right?
Right?
Well, I only
Or-
have one bad thing.
Orto would beg to disagree altogether, but yes.
Hitting about my guaranteed D8 of damage when I miss with my lightsaber.
You did, which is good.
Uh,
But there was
Oh.
also the other roll.
We don't talk about that other roll. It's fine.
just the data pad on him or the data chip?
Just the data chip. You do find another credit chip that probably has. Oh, let me math that out. You know what? Find it. Yeah, there's about 4,000 credit on the credit chip,
Someone write that down. I
And-
don't have my notes.
and by its side, you do see on a belt yet another lightsaber with a jet black onyx colored ornate handle for a single bladed lightsaber.
Does
And
it look like the Soul Saber?
no, it
Okay.
does not look like anything like the soul saber.
Look, flashy swords that other people use, we'll take that too.
And do you take the helmet off of it?
I want to inspect the body, so yeah.
Okay.
I want to know what type of being it was.
Yeah, you pull it off, and thankfully they're fairly mummified, so you don't really get the having to identify it just from its bones thing, The armor / helmet / suit or whatever that it's wearing kind of preserved its body, right? I do need you still to give me a roll for that. So if you could be so kind, I will need, I believe, give me a minute here. Where is it? One sec, roll 20's bugging out for me. Let me just reload real quick.
Sounds like a day that ends in Y.
There we go. Now my actual character list shows up. Yeah. Give me a medicine check real quick.
Yay. 8, 23.
Okay. And then I also would need, real quick. Give me a lore check, please.
Okay. Well, that's a nat kraken.
Very good.
For 20, because my lore is 0.
You remember reading this in some obscure book about little known alien species and morphology and whatnot. And what you realize that what you have in front of you is an ancient Sith. Now, not the fallen Jedi. I'm talking about the red-skinned actual species of an ancient Sith.
What? How much medical knowledge do we have on this particular species?
Not that much. Oh, they existed a long time ago, lived in some weird planet off in the outer rim, and you're not 100% sure. Uh,
Like, is it small, medium, large? Like,
it is medium humanoid.
medium humanoid,
It has red skin, like I said,
but
spiky.
it's mummified.
Correct.
Ooh. Well, I yoinked his lightsaber.
Yep. Okay.
Um. mm, I want to take him back to the ship. I don't know if that's a possibility. I say this out loud.
Okay.
You want to bring a dead body back to the ship?
It's not just a dead body, Mibble. It's an ancient Sith. There's almost nothing recorded on these beings. Medical, history, lore, nothing. There's a mummified body right here. This is a medical miracle. You know how much information we can get from this thing?
Whatever.
I mean, the medical papers that can come from this one body alone are astonishing.
Metal sort of looks back at the whatever the creature's called as that Nixie is munching on, and then heads over, tries to grab a few bones, like big long bones and maybe some skin off of this thing. Is that possible?
I mean, you want to collect samples? Yes, you could technically do that.
Not samples. I want to get 2 nice sized bones and some skin off of this thing.
Off of the Sith.
Trying to make
No,
a...
not the Sith, the
Red
creature
tech.
that Nixie's munching
the-
on.
Sorry, my brain leaped from one to the other here. My apologies. Do you approach it? Like, what do you do exactly?
I sort of like ask Nixie, I need a little bit of this thing for a second.
When you say that, her original reaction is to kind of look up. She kind of like raises her scything talons and kind of hisses at you a little bit, clacking her mandibles. But then
Hey, I saved your life, okay?
I was about to say, but then it's almost like a look. You can see a look go through her multifaceted eyes, and she kind of lowers the scything talons and just backs up from the body.
Okay, I'm gonna get at least 2 long-sized bones or of some size, maybe from the limbs or something,
Okay.
along with some skin and whatnot.
Okay. Very good.
And I am gonna make like one of those like medical carrying cots type of things out of it.
What do you mean?
You know how they have
a sling, something you use to drag a person on if they're injured. You put the 2 pieces of stick together and you basically play a sled.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm gonna make that out of that.
Okay.
Do I have to roll
Oh.
anything?
That's a pretty basic thing to make, I would think. So no, I'll let you just make it.
All right, and I bring it over to Kodev. Here, you can use this.
Oh. You made a gurney. Thank you.
Very careful in the transfer process. He looks like he could fall apart any moment.
I know. I'm still debating on how I'm going to move this thing.
Very carefully.
Well, we can deal with that when we're ready to leave.
Nibble,
I'm
we
gonna
did
do-
find this data chit on him. I'm not sure what.
I'm gonna do a stupid. I'm gonna try and activate his lightsaber.
Okay. You look for an activation button on the lightsaber. There is none.
Oh. I will have to figure out how to turn you on.
You want to give me a little lore check?
I mean, sure. I doubt I'm gonna roll into 20.
You never know.
Actually, since you're a
Yeah.
force user, roll me that with advantage.
Okay, well, I rolled an 18, so it's an 18. I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah.
I shit you not, I rolled a fucking Kraken!
Love it. You remember that some ancient Jedi and dark Jedis, for lack of a better term, because we're not talking about actual Sith purebloods, but you know, used to actually build the activation switch for their lightsabers inside the handle. And so you'd have to reach out with the Force to activate the lightsaber instead of just simply pushing a button.
Ooh.
As an added security measure, if you want to call it that. How to make sure your 4-year-old toddler does not turn on the lightsaber.
Makes a lot more sense, realistically.
I'm gonna try and, like, do I have to just, like, put a point of Force power into it, or...
No, flat out, just reach out for it in character and do the thing.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, like, I'm just gonna look at it and just, like, I look like I've got, like, a little bit of enlightenment when I'm holding on to it, like I got an idea, and I'm just gonna, like, just use the Force and try and turn it on.
Yep. And with an angry red glare, you see this blade extend from the handle.
I'm gonna give it a couple swishes.
It hums aggressively as you do so.
Well, does the kyber crystal still have a solid blade, or does it seem like there's any interference or damage or any wear in the lightsaber?
Well, roll me a tech roll.
Okay. Let's... Tech is probably gonna be 0 because my intelligence is 0. Yep. Just double checking. Okay, that's a 9. So I have no idea.
Yeah, from what you can tell, this thing's perfectly normal. It's humming, it's doing the whooshing sounds. Well, not the whooshing sounds, but the humming lightsaber sounds as you swing it around.
Alright. I'm gonna be like... Interesting. They don't make them like this anymore. And I'm gonna deactivate it.
Now, Anli told me something about a data chip.
Yeah, and I'll pass that over.
I'm checking that out. Whatever I need to roll, I got a net cracking.
So yeah, you find out how to cross the tech between this ancient data shard and your current, data pad, you somehow find a way to interface the two of them together, despite them being tech from completely different eras. And it takes you a little while, but you eventually manage to boot up what seems to be a holo recording of that Sith person.
You guys want to take a look at this?
Is here the best place for that? Considering we're sitting on
heck
a
yeah.
nest? Or should we wait until we're back on the ship? We are sitting on a nest.
Oh, yeah.
Nest of turret attacks.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got too excited. I forgot about that.
All right, so grab your dead body and let's get a move on out of here before they show up.
Things that are only appropriate to say in D&D.
Move the dead body in Minecraft. Sorry, go ahead, Ash.
I'm gonna try and like wrap up. Like he has like he has a Vader cloak, right?
Kind of, yes.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna put his helmet back on, and I'm gonna like just basically wrap up the body and just cinch it tightly within the cloak, and then I'm pretty much gonna just put it on the makeshift gurney, and I'm just gonna drag it out of here.
Okay.
I mean, is there anything else that looks like it's of value, importance? Is
Not really, no. It almost looks like the place has actually been picked clean by somebody else before.
Goddamn Jawas.
Scavengers have been here?
You don't see the usual signs of Jawas where they rip everything off the walls either.
And then the what's it called? Sand people.
All right, well, let's get out of here before we have to deal with more of those things.
How late does it feel like it's getting?
If memory serves, we did this first thing. We left first thing in the evening, so that we weren't traveling through the desert heat or something. We came here immediately after we started our journey, is what I remember.
After resting, yes.
Yeah.
After resting, yeah.
But it was quite a few.
It was a few hours.
It was a few hours away from where you started, plus what you've just all gone through right now, plus going back out. It would probably be, again, if you guys were traveling and you went first thing at the end of your rest, which was the morning, then the travel time, then all of this, it would probably be like mid-afternoon.
Okay. So we're not urgent for a place of shelter. Not that I really want to take shelter in here.
Not with those things underneath us.
Alright, so I think we're setting out, heading back to town. So that's where we parked our ship.
I think so.
Any objections?
None.
It's gonna take us a while to get there, though.
Do I know if this Terratech is like, aside from Nixie, can, we eat any of it? Like if we were to cook it? Or is it just like, like not something that's fit for humanoid consumption?
It's got flesh just like anything else, and I mean technically anything with flesh can be cooked and eaten.
More of a
Are you asking me if it's a good idea for you to eat it?
I mean, I know I'll have to make a roll, but I mean, like a cursory look at the bits that Nixie's been nibbling on don't look like they're rancid or
No,
anything
this thing was
weird.
freshly killed. It has not yet started to degrade.
I know, but there's some animals that have like poison sacs, or there's like it's obvious that this thing you don't eat. Like bottom fish. If you ever gone fishing, like if you cut open a bottom fish, you don't eat that fucker. That's just for bait.
Give me either a lore or a medicine roll.
I will do medicine. 19.
Instead of cactus juice, we're gonna get Trentitech juice.
Let me put it to you this way. You're no expert cook, or necessarily even expert on Tyrantotech lore, but remembering how the claws and the tusks and a lot of the stuff on this thing are poisonous, eating it might not be the best of ideas.
So yeah.
Unless you're Nixie.
Yeah, I look at the Tyrantotech and I'm like, I think the only one of us that can even eat this thing is Nixie. There's too much poison coursing through its body.
More for us.
Oh dear.
Yeah, at least we don't have to worry about leaving bodies behind us.
Well, I
No
mean,
evidence we were here.
I was hoping we'd have some, something other than rations while we make our way back to town, but it's yeah.
Let's just hope we make it to town so we can just eat there.
When you say rations, Nixie's just like, more for me, more for us later.
I'm glad I don't hear any of this because it's all in the hive mind.
That's right. Us.
Meanwhile-
Every one of us.
Though, as far as you know, Order just sits here and announces everything that comes out of Nixie's mouth.
It's just a relay.
Yeah. He realizes
Yeah,
everything. It's an echo.
I do look at Orta and I go, we should, either have Nixie or take some, enough to keep her sated. Because I'm not giving up this body to her. She can't have it.
Of course. You stated the scientific value of it already, and I do not intend to. We do not intend to tread on that.
Hmm? I guess we're hoofing it.
Okay.
If the body becomes a problem to transport, Onley will help out.
It might be something you guys want to transport, like 2 at a time,
Alright, Onley will definitely help out. She's got the strength for it.
Yeah, I can help as well, need be.
Nibble will ride on top of Nixie. Also, having his Kraft macaroni cheese skin umbrella dragon.
Fair.
Our mac and cheese
Yep.
dragon.
This is we
Craft dragon.
see this.
You have to deal with
Alright.
this.
All right,
The DM notes that all of the next rolls are going to be nat 20s.
Yeah, what are we rolling, DM?
Where'd he go?
Well,
He's there.
here's the deal. Yeah, sorry, I was finishing my food.
Rude.
Here's the deal. You guys leave this place, right? Carrying the body?
Yeah, they're carrying the Tretech, and I'm dragging the Sith. In
Oh,
the journey.
they're carrying the whole ass Tyrantotech? Okay.
Oh well, whatever they can carry. I mean, it's big.
Well, there's 2 of us that
We-
need to
we-
carry
we-
the Sith.
Right.
Mind you. It's a 2-person job to carry the Sith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe chop
I mean-
up pieces of the Tyrantotech and keep it with you if you wish. Or maybe maybe Nixie can carry some of it herself at this point. She is big enough.
Yeah.
If
Nixie can carry her own
necessary,
lunchbox.
Nibble will make a little baggie out of some of the turkey, whatever it's called, skin, and have some meat in there.
Yeah, I'll
Or
tell you
her
right
to
off the
carry.
bat, that's probably not going to happen. This thing's
Yeah,
skin and
it's
carapace is way too rigid.
yeah, I mean, so Anli's helping me with the body. If we don't get lost, if we just basically, between Nixie and Orta carrying a big enough chunk of this thing to satisfy the chomp monster that's with us. Hopefully, we're not gonna get in any, issues. Because Kodav is becoming increasingly concerned at the appetite of Nixie. It's getting to the point where it's not sustainable for us to be able to feed her.
Something you guys are gonna have to figure out, huh?
It's fine.
Looks at what happened.
Thinking about that for a while, I assure you.
Right. But for now, I mean, at least between the body of the Tyrannotic and everything, it's not the end of the world for you guys. You should be capable of keeping her under control, famine-wise, at least for a while.
Cool. So what are we rolling?
But
And Mippa was able
But
to know the direction that we're supposed to go in to get back to town at least.
But to answer the DM's questions, yes, we are leaving this broken down ship with both bodies in tow.
as you exit with the bodies in tow, about maybe 200-300 feet away from you guys, once you're outside, of course, you see there's a ship parked.
What?
Wait, do we recognize this ship? Is this motherfucker can't die?
No, this is not he who shall not die.
Darth, why won't you fucking die? Darth, just fucking stay dead.
It's not Mr. WWFD. No, it is not WWFD. It's not whiffed. No, actually, between you and that ship, there's a lone figure.
Any
It's actually
markings on the ship?
It's actually quite massive, as this is a lone hut riding on an anti-grav sled.
Oh no!
Wow, come on, a fucking hut? Jesus Christ.
Does Mibble recognize this hut?
Yes.
No!
How the fuck did he... I'm sorry, I don't know this guy. Never mind. I was gonna say, how the fuck did he find us, but... I don't know.
But Orto would know as well. Mibble is shrinking down on Nixie's back.
Yep. And when you guys come out, he just casually, taking his time, slides the anti-grav sled forward towards you all, tilts his head to the side. Oh! Oh, 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 oh. As he says something in Huttese.
I do not know Hades.
Neither do I.
No.
Nope. Blank stares from all of us.
He grumbles. Before addressing you all in broken... Well, I'll say common for the sake of the D&D audience, but yes. Galactic Basic. And... he speaks it surprisingly fluently. Despite, maybe his grammar being a little off, or some words not being completely on point or pronounced weirdly, considering how his mouth is built, if he can even pronounce half those syllables. But he kind of cranes again his neck off the edge of the sled here, and he looks at you all and he goes, "Well, what do we have here, little adventurers? Perhaps toys of the Jedi Council?" "Well, speak, what brings you to my wonderful planet?" Specifically to this wonderful place I was about to go and claim myself.
Well, if you want to deal with the nest of Tourette's, you're more than welcome to.
He kind of laughs when you say that, and he says, "Did you have problems with the guard dogs?"
Oh.
And then he kind of looks at the dead body of one of them that you guys are dragging out, or chopped up and dragged out, and he goes, "Apparently not enough of a problem." Well, speak up. What are you all doing here?
Well, we were looking for something, we're attacked by raiders, and now we're leaving.
He thinks about it for a good 30 seconds before he answers. And has this moment where you almost think like he's gonna get pissed, right? But instead he kind of just straightens himself back into his anti-grav sled, and he looks at you specifically here, Kodav, and he says, "Well, what's that you're dragging behind you?"
Something of immense scientific import. A miracle.
Something that belongs to me.
I doubt that. What are you gonna do with it? Serves you no purpose.
He laughs when you say that, and he says, "What I'll do with it is no concern of yours."
As you mentioned yourself, you had yet to claim this place, so therefore it's not yours.
This planet, I am its ruler. You are in my domain here.
Do we know this hut rules Tatooine?
He just flat out said it. Whether you believe him or not, that's your problem. But he did flat out say this in
Do we
Huttese.
insight?
And
In basic, sorry.
Insight the statement?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, I was folding some laundry I set on top of my dice tray.
classic.
How
But I
many
can't roll
points
dice.
is it sitting on the Legos?
18?
Right.
No, 18 was my
No, I know, I figured. Well, you look at him, and as far as you can tell, he's saying the absolute truth. He does not give you any signs of being a liar.
Okay.
And this is definitely the same one that Mibble and I interacted with.
Met on Corellia, yep,
Yeah.
in that warehouse.
So regardless of if he is the ruler of this planet, we know that he can cause us to have some really, really bad times.
Yeah, Only's unaware of that. That's why she's talking up.
Yeah. And Orta is going to sort of telepathically speak to Only and Kodav. And just say, as much as I regret to say this, especially considering the battle we just went through, we are in no condition to stand against this person. He is...
I am not giving up this body. It is too important.
I hope we can figure out a way to make it so you can keep that body. But I'm letting you know now that this is the Force sensitive one, right? That we interacted with before.
Same one.
He is capable of using the Force, and
Which makes him an anomaly, by the way, amongst Hutts. Usually they are not capable of doing so.
They're usually force resistant, not force sensitive.
which is all the more jarring when you consider how proficient he is. I want us to find a way to make it so that we can get out of here alive whilst keeping the things that we have claimed from this place, but
I hate to,
know that
I
we're
hate to
not.
throw in a idea, but the last time we ran into this guy, we did manage to get on even ground with him by doing him a favor.
As we
Yes, that would
all
be
recall that only Orta can speak telepathically, we cannot speak back to him.
Yep.
Yep.
So everything else we say is out loud.
Well, Mibble is sort of whispering this to
Yeah.
Orta.
Just want to clarify, because
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird situation.
So what do you guys tell this guy in the end?
Only's deferring to the group.
Yeah.
Is it Az who speaks up then?
I'm. If you guys are okay with trying to keep this body by doing a favor for him in return, we could do that for sure. But
I'm
there's,
not gonna do anything that goes against my.
of course, I wouldn't expect anybody to do anything that goes against their code.
Only has a look on her face she had in the room, like when we had that, basically the meeting with the people we had to negotiate with. The I am bodyguard, I am muscle face right now.
Yep.
Means she's deferring to you guys.
Mibble is still shrieking down behind, on top of Nixie.
Yeah, fair.
The only thing you get out of Only, though, is a whisper of, we can always let her Nixie eat him.
Nixie just went
Let
down.
Nixie eat him, bro.
And
Mibble-
incorporate him into the hive. Solve that problem. He is now hive.
Mibble just whispers back, Nixie just necked down and is not in any condition, I doubt it.
Well,
Make him
Well,
member of
Cut
hive.
is gonna look at the hut and just go, just speak plainly.
He laughs and says something in Huttese before translating. Before talking in common in Galactic Basic here. And he says, quite simply, this body held something very valuable to me.
Well, there was nothing on it when we found it.
Oh, no data chit.
I'm like, I don't have any data chip. I just have the body.
He kind of looks at you suspiciously for a second. And he says, and yet you drag his body here.
Because the body is what's important to me. I'm a doctor.
Well, until the data chit is mine, I'm afraid everything in there is important to me, body included.
Well, we seem to be at an impasse.
Not quite. And on that note, he takes a deep breath. And looks at each of you. And he says, I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed.
And he just nods. And I need to roll something.
It can never be easy.
And give me a minute. And yeah, that's exactly how he would do it. He's, like I said, he's gonna almost looks like a bit of a nod, right? You feel his surge of force energy as the gurney that you're keeping the dead body on just kind of lifts.
I want to try and repel that if I
Okay,
can.
go ahead. Yeah.
What? I don't think there's like a. Let's see. So I feel the gurney move. Let's see.
I mean, I don't think we set down the gurney, so I think we have hands on it still, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Unless it's just the body on the gurney that's moving, not the gurney itself.
No, it's the whole ass gurney.
Okay, I'm not letting go.
Also, Bill, just to double check, Mibble's role earlier was to learn how to interface with the, like, basically jury rig it so that the old data chip could be interfaced with modern tech, but not a role to sort of copy the data or anything, correct?
It allowed her to interface. She could technically copy the data. Sorry, she, Kendra, but yeah,
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm a girl, but my character's a guy.
Yeah,
The
sorry.
character, my apologies, would still be capable of probably duplicating or transferring the data over. There's risks of corruption, of course, but that aside, I mean, he could probably get it done. He has decrypted it.
While they are arguing and whatnot, Nibble will quietly try to copy over the data.
I am going to. Because I want to cause damage to the body.
I think I gotta make a tech roll for that.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do a force shunt on the hut and try and force them to the ground.
I'm gonna try and step forward and sort of, I guess, diffuse the situation a little bit and just basically say, let's just take a moment. There doesn't need to be any fighting here. We can figure this out. Just one moment.
Okay. Yeah, he lets you take that moment.
And during that moment, I am hoping that Nibble is able to finish copying the data off of the data pad.
Yeah.
Onto...
Do I have to roll like a tech roll or something for that?
If you don't mind, just to see if you can get it done fast
Okay.
and sneaky enough, more than anything else.
Okay, that is gonna be a 32.
Jesus Christ, your tech rolls are crazy.
I got a plus 13 on my tech.
I know, I'm just saying. Your
And I rolled a
Wild.
19. So, yeah.
Okay.
Is the data sufficiently copied in that moment?
Yes.
Okay.
With a roll like that, yes, definitely.
Okay. Then I will head back to Mibble, grab the chip from Mibble, and be like, this is the only thing in there that matters to you if memory serves. You said this is the until you found this, everything in that ship mattered to you, yes?
He nods. I have very little use for anything else, but that is important to me.
Then we give you this, we keep this body, and we go our separate ways with no need for bloodshed.
He looks at you and he says, "Fine, no resources wasted here today."
I'm glad we were able to come to an understanding.
He nods once more.
And yeah, Ortez is going to hand over the data chip.
Yeah, he'll take it. He'll nod. And he'll head back up the ramp to his ship. The engine's already spooling up. And yeah, he just kind of spools up the engines. And after a few minutes, if you guys do nothing, the ramp will come back up. And the ship will take off.
Why do I feel like that's going to bite us in the ass later?
Well, it
We
keeps
need
us
to get
alive
outta here.
today. That's what I care about.
Mabel, please tell me you did something to corrupt the data on that chip before we handed it over.
Would I have been able to?
With a 32, who knows?
Yeah, after
Um,
if Nibble is able to copy it over, he'll try to maybe disrupt some of the data on the regular chip.
Entirely up to you whether or not you make that choice.
Just enough to make it look like maybe rare over time might have corrupted it.
Entirely up to you again.
Well, Mabel,
That's the whole thing, right? What do you guys know? What does he know? What he knows that you know? What do you know that he knows and whatnot? And
Yep.
that's going to be the question. The whole thing is it worth playing that game? But yeah, sure. You corrupt some of the data anyway, trying to make it look like wear and tear. On a 33, I will put that down actually. Okay. And yeah, they take off, and you guys are left basically in the middle of the desert.
Let's get out of here.
Agreed.
Kind of dawns on you could have potentially bargained or gotten a ride off this guy. But
I was actually just thinking that.
I'm gonna be real, I don't want to interact with him or owe him anything at
not
all.
wrong. Not wrong.
Ever.
Yeah, I apologize to the party. Just I was not handing this body thing.
Of
And
course.
everybody collects what they want to collect. For some people, it's bodies. But on that note,
Again, an only accessible statement in reference to D&D.
in Minecraft. But yes, in other news at this point, you're still in the middle of the desert now, carrying a dead body and a Terrentatex leftovers of a Terrentatex body.
Snackies.
Yeah.
what do you guys do at this point?
Heading back to town.
Yeah.
We know the way. We just need to get there and not succumb to the elements.
Speaking of, town is about another 2 days away, so you'd probably walk until the evening at that point and set up camp once more, correct?
Probably,
Yes.
yeah.
Something along those lines, yeah.
First watch, so I don't have to do the morning.
Fair.
My man Mibble saying the real things over there.
While we're traveling, can I make some sort of check, survival, perception, whatever I need to do to try and find a kind of the best place I can pick out to bed down for the night, so we're not just out in the open or. Well, this dune looks good enough. I want to actually look for something as we go.
Can I assist for advantage?
By all means, both of you go ahead.
Can I give guidance?
Sure. Teamwork makes the dream work.
D6 from guidance.
Survival, okay? You want perception? What do you want?
If you're using survival, I have survival.
Do it, survival.
I also have nature if I can help too.
And a d6. So that's going to be with the advantage. 21.
Yeah. This is a desert. There's not a million different biomes or places to hide or be in or whatever, but you do notice not far from the ship. I mean, the ship itself, I remember that the entrance of it was like kind of found in some sort of
Cave.
crack or cave or whatever, right? That was hewn out of a rock, I guess, for lack of better terminology. It was cut from the rock, right? However, this is the middle of the desert. There's not a million hidey holes. But you do manage to find a spot that was nestled close enough to a bigger dune, at a bit of an angle. And at least here, thankfully, you trample around the check and everything. There's no quicksand, nothing like that. It does seem like as ideal as it can be to be camping in the middle of a desert.
It's something.
It's not fun, but yeah, you're able to find a relatively safe place to make camp.
I have sand where sand was never meant to go.
It's coarse, it's rough, and it got everywhere. I mean, Az likes it on Tatooine. Lettuce doesn't grow. Lettuce doesn't grow here. But yeah. Sorry,
At this point in time, how are we doing with water rations? I know we've been trying to ration it, but we only had 2 water skins, 4 people, and then hopefully Nixie can survive off the blood she's been eating because she's been eating these things raw.
Yeah, she's doing fine. Let me put it to you this way: you have about 1 day's worth of rationed water. You're about a day and a half away from town. It might be a little tough.
Alright. Just checking on our supplies.
If somebody hadn't dunked all their water into the dunes when they saw the sand people, no, I'm just kidding.
Mine got shot. Nah.
Yes, yours got shot. Yeah, I didn't choose that. It chose me. Yes, I got you. As not choosing the thug life over there. The thug life chose them. More like the chug life, right? But at this point,
right,
yeah, no. At this point, you guys settle up, manage to make your little camp. The twin suns of Tatooine start to set once again. It is once more nighttime as you'll relay yourselves through tours of not tours but shifts. There we go, of guard shifts. There we go. All English, maybe one day. Not at
2:10 in the morning my time, but definitely. And on that note, those twin suns of Tatooine will set with this gorgeous sunset that they always do every time it happens. And you'll be left to talk to each other and probably check that chit with the info
Chip.
on it. That data chit. And yeah. I think seeing the time right now, the fact that it is still 11:10 your time, I think maybe we'll quit here for tonight. And we'll cliffhang as you plug in that data chit and the holo recorder springs to life, showing you actually a recording of that Sith talking. But what he says we'll have to wait for next time, I think.
Fair.
Otherwise we're going to get sucked into a whole other hour of content, and unfortunately some of us need to go to bed. Despair not, however.
Sleep is for the weak.
Yeah. Despair not, however. For those of us who are weak and need the sleep, we do run other shows. This is not the only time you can see us have fun and interact with Click Clack Math Rocks. As we do run a show on Monday called Destiny Forged. It is on its 4th season. It is the flagship of the channel. Run by Rojan, of course. On Tuesdays, you have me with Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which may or may not, after New Year's, go back to being once every 2 weeks due to scheduling, school, and overtime being a little too demanding on the staff to run every week. But we'll talk about that. We'll make an announcement when we get there. On Thursdays, alternating, we have Tricorn Isles and Mass Effect Horizons. And usually, right now, because it's the holidays, we do have another show that has been running instead, which was our how do you call it? Mouse Guard show. There we go. My brain will activate. But yes, we have a Mouse Guard show that's being run by Rojan for our holiday one-shot. Then again,
Merriment.
Yes, Mice and Merriment. That's
And I
the one.
do believe this next one is our finale.
It will be the finale. Yes, correct.
Finale of the one-shot.
Very good.
Exciting.
And then Saturdays we have on the first Saturday of every month our show called Behold Lore. And then we have Would Be Heroes, which normally is supposed to alternate every 2 weeks, I believe. And then we have as well alternating every 2 weeks. Weewa and Wawa always mess my brain up. The one run by Rojan is Wayward Wanderers, right? Or is it Withered Waste? Withered Waste. Wayward was Azrin's show. Sorry, bro, I confuse the two all the time. Weewa and Wawa are too close of an acronym, bro. It just messes with my head every time.
We don't have Wawa.
Right.
Not unless you ask my 2-year-old.
Right. So
I desperately require one.
So we do have Withered Waste still run every 2 weeks by Rojan. However, on the off day, Wayward Wanderers is now currently on pause, I think, and you're setting up an Avatar show instead, right, Azrin?
It's gonna happen after the Bridgerton game that Moles is running.
Correct.
So I think they're having session 0 soon, and they're gonna be starting up after New Year, and then when they finish up, hopefully have a final, at least a 4th person for my table, so I can do Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yep.
And then we'll do that. It'll be a 3-act campaign, and then we'll hop back into We're Wanderers.
Though if you ever want to know what's coming up, join us on Discord or follow us on Twitter. We make announcements.
So on that note, So on that note, thank you all for tuning in tonight. I hope you all had fun, enjoyed the show, and we'll find out what happens next to our crew on the following episode of Tales of the Outer Rim. Have yourselves a great night. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm waving.
Bye.
you.